Hallo, Servus allerseits, guten Tag und herzlich willkommen zu diesem Video über die Ordinalzahlen und Daten. So welcome back everyone. In this video we will learn the ordinal numbers as well as expressions for asking and telling the date. Okay, so in week 1 of this course you learned the cardinal numbers in German, die Kardinalzahlen, also 1, 2, 3, 4 und so weiter. And this week we will learn the ordinal numbers, so the numbers used to rank items, such as athletes involved in a competition, such as track and field, swimming, or downhill skiing. Ordinal numbers can also be used when listing items in a sequence, such as an itemized list or an invoice on a bill. So it's actually quite simple to quote-unquote create ordinal numbers. So let's start with numbers 1 through 19. Okay, so for these, all you need to do is begin with the cardinal number and add the suffix te. Okay, so there are of course exceptions. Okay, so I'm going to skip ahead and look at this table here. Okay, so we have looking at this image, we have first being erste, third being dritte, seventh being siebte, and eighth being achte. Okay, but for the rest, we'd have, for instance, second, zweite, fourth, vierte, fifth, fünfte, and so on all the way through 19th, 19te. Okay, so now for numbers 20 and above through 100, so that is like 20th through 100th, notice the suffix is not te, alright, but rather ste. Okay, for example, 20th is 20ste. Alright, 21st would be 21ste, and so on. So now let's look at how dates are expressed using ordinal numbers. Okay, so first there are two expressions used to ask for and tell the date. Der wievielte ist and den wievielten haben wir. Okay, so looking at this table, you can see how these two expressions are used. Der wievielte ist heute? Heute ist der 15. Or den wievielten haben wir heute? Heute haben wir den 15. And as you may have noticed, these are slightly different. In the first example, the nominative case is used, whereas in the second, the accusative case is used. So this is because the verbs apply in each. Sein in the first and haben in the second. So think of haben as a verb to express having something, such as a direct object. And because the day in German, der Tag, is masculine, it would be expressed as den 15. as we just saw in this example. So let's now look at, we'll have a look at how we express when something happens or falls on a certain day or date, such as a holiday, birthday, or even the date one is born. Okay. So let's look at this table, which displays a slight change in the examples we just reviewed. If you notice with these, we're expressing a certain occasion on a specific date. So, and in German, the contraction am, which is short for an dem, is used because this implies that what is to follow is in the dative case. Alright, since the preposition on is a dative preposition, and actually it is a two-way preposition that uses the dative when expressing location, or in this instance, a date on a specific day. It can also be used in the accusative if expressing destination. But back to this example, which happens to be dative because of what I just explained. Due to this, and because adjectives in the dative that follow definite or indefinite articles will be en, okay, adjective endings, that is, our examples here of expressing dates will simply be either ten if it's 1st through 19th, or sten, alright, if it's 20th or above. So let's look at these examples. Take for instance, wann ist Weihnachten? Right, the response would be Weihnachten ist am 25. Dezember. Or wann hast du Geburtstag? Ich habe am 10. Oktober Geburtstag. And then lastly, wann bist du geboren? Ich bin am 10. Oktober geboren. Okay, So looking at these, you can see that Christmas, which falls on the 25th of December, requires the STE suffix, since it's greater than 19, and then adding the am contraction, we add the n ending, making it 2510. In a second example, the 10th, which falls between 1st and 19th, will have the ten, okay, ending am 10. Oktober. So you see how that works. So remember, if you're simply saying the day's date, heute ist der 30. or gestern war der 29. then this would be standard policy, we'll say. But if expressing, or if you're expressing in the accusative, heute haben wir den 30. or gestern hatten wir den 29. then the suffixes would appear as so. But when specifying the date, such as Halloween, Halloween ist am 31. Oktober, or das neue Jahr ist am 1. Januar, adding the am will create either the ten or sten suffixes. Also ich hoffe, Sie haben das nützlich gefunden. Es hat mich wie immer gefreut. Und wenn Sie Fragen haben, bitte lassen Sie mich wissen. Ihnen einen schönen Tag noch und bis zum nächsten Mal. Ciao, derweil.